Uh, Good evening and happy Holi. I hope God gives you all the good health, happiness, joy, and prosperity. Keep all your keep all your family safe. For Monday, we had these trades. Tata Steel did not cross 3.85. In fact, it just came, I think, around 3.7 and just down. And we had Zydus Life 470 call. This hit our target, I think, close to 16. Amboja Cements made a high of 22. L&T have been trading almost literally every day. 2004 140 call made a high of 70 plus. And the opening, we saw 41 200 we bought, and this went almost around 520, I think. We had shared two more calls, Tata Chemicals and Port, Adani Port. Definitely made a good move, 700 moved from 37 to 50 plus. And this is Ambuja 23 trade. And post this, we also mentioned OFS's Bajaj Fins are looking good. At some point, 41,600, we felt Bank Nifty spot possible sell, and it's in fact made a low of I think 41 to 50. We also shared one put call, a very small trade, uh, 41 400 put 2215, and target we had shared our small target of 250 60, and it made high of 270. What is that I expect market to do today? I think there has been Fed chair, who has shared, and he's so as per this Powell's remark, the feel is that there could be more rate hikes, and uh, if we see, I think Dow Jones has been literally been falling down very badly uh, today. Uh, it has come down almost like 33,500 to 32,870 levels. This is a very low, and this will definitely impact the Indian market. If I look at the charts, Nifty has traded in a very low range. For me, tomorrow, I think I would look to short, uh, possibly below 17,669, and my possible target could be 617. Sorry, 17,670. Below, I can look at targets of 17,600. Uh, 613, and we can look at levels of 17,559. However, if I look at the option chain data, uh, though the PCR is, of course, PCR is overbought. I mean, not overbought, but if I look at the option chain, there is definitely good support at 17,600, and 17,500 is a huge put writer which can give a very good support. So, uh, being a weekly expiry, another 2 3 days, the market will definitely trade between this range. We can expect a bit of short covering, even if there is a gap down, is what I my gut feel goes. Down the charts look a slightly different. Bank Nifty can be very, I think, uh, if you can see, can be very aggressive once this moves towards 41,000 levels. So let's see, 41, even if there's a gap down, 41 157 or 4190 levels, a short covering rally is what I'm expecting tomorrow. And the the Nifty can be, if I look at the charts, Nifty I think has been pretty, uh, if I look at the waves, seems like a correction has been done. Even this one correction and has taken support here at 72.35. If Nifty can sustain uh, 17,900 above, we should be able to see 18,400 to 18,800 levels. Let's see how market goes. This is as per this trend line uh, for in the 4 hour time frame, which has slightly been supportive to slight extent, and as per the time frame, I mean the wave analysis also. But if market doesn't sustain these levels of 17,860 or above, then we can see again a huge short also coming in. But this can take about this weekend. We should be able to attend the upside or the downside. Uh, but if I see the slow up move doesn't give me a real great feeling of upside. However, let us see how market can react in this week. Some of the stock picks I will share. Let me also share the bank nifty levels. Give me one moment. I'm if 41 300 CE, uh, buy bank nifty 41 300 CE once this moves above 275. ASL can be 238. Target could be 330 to 380 plus. This is on the long side. I think 68 to 75. And on the put side, I would look to buy Bank Nifty 41 400 P above 230. If this can look at targets of 280 to 340. SL could be around 190. So this the levels. And ICICI Bank, I'm looking at long side. If 870 call can move above 17.1, then I'm looking at targets of 19 to 20. I'm also looking at Kotak. This also looks pretty positive. In fact, last week also, I think we looked at we did buy calls, and today 1760 then can move above 39.4, 39.4, then targets could be almost 50. And Dr. Reddy's also looks good, pretty good. 4450 call. If this can move about 86, then target could be 100 plus. State Bank of India is also a short-term buy. The 560 call, once this moves around 15, then we can look at targets of 17. And Bharti Airtel, it's also a short-term pick. I'm looking to buy on dips uh, uh, until this sustains above 750. 760 call about 21 can look at targets of 26 to 30. Tech Mahindra is slightly bearish, but intraday I can still look at 1090 call about 32.1 targets of 38 to 46. And IndusInd Bank also, I think Last week we looked at the call side. We did buy, in fact, on Friday. Again today, tomorrow, if 1120 call moves above 36.4, then I can look at targets of 46. We also have Sun TV. Sun TV looks pretty strong. 440 call. If this moves about 12, then I can look at targets of 15 to 18. Bharat Forge also I'm looking at 830 call, and HAL also I'm on the long side. Put side I am on UBL, I'm on the put side. 1460 put I'm looking, and Persistent also I'm looking at the put side. 44,800 put above 116. Deepak Nitrate also 1820 put I'm looking at above 43 for targets of think sorry 50 50 50 to 55 plus. And Escorts also slightly looks weak bearish. So what this and not if this doesn't sustain above 12020, then we can look at targets of this can move down, on the lower side. Sorry, if this moves below uh, 1190 levels or 1190 levels, then I think we should be seeing 1940. So let's hope tomorrow, as we are expecting upside, maybe if there is a gap down and Nifty sustains above 17600 levels, or 600 above, then we should be seeing a short covering. However, if this uh, stays below these levels of 17, if it market opens at somewhere at 17,665, then I'm looking to short for targets of 17,614. And below this, again, if it sustains, then I'm looking at shorting 17,574. However, if market can sustain above 17,777, then we can look at levels of 17,850 and higher. So let us see how market goes. Hope we all stay profited, and I'm sure most of you know our Telegram channel link. I will be sharing the same the description box below. I hope there are no namaskar. 41,800 किया है पहले किसी सेल कर दूं. You're holding 41,800p and 41,000 C hold. 41,800p and 41,000 CE. Let me look at the levels. 41,800 PE. Which expiry are you holding? 41,800 P is at 490. 41,100 C is 363. So I think what I would rather tell you is, see, since you're holding, I would not know, unless I know what are your entry levels, it would be wrong on my part to share you the targets. Okay, anyways, let me look at this. If Vedanta can open now. See, as per I see 41,100 CE. If this sustains above 405, then I'm looking at targets of 450. And coming to 41,800 put, this sustains 525. 41,800 P above 500 or so. I think to be precise, 520. Can look at targets of 580 and 41,100 CE above. If it sustains above 390, 395, then target could be 450. See what I see can what I feel is there could be possibilities if even if the market gaps down, there is a possibility that my gut feel goes, not just the data or the charts. There could be a short covering rally, but then uh, it is little tough. I have already shared you the levels in Bank Nifty. Uh, 41,000 can be a strong support. Below this, only a huge sell can come down. So it depends on how market sustains, opens. If it opens gap up above 41,500, then we should easily see 41,850 in action. But Nifty looks slightly uh, bearish, so there's going to be a bit of mismatch. Uh, Sorry, Nifty looks has good strong support at 17,500. Bank Nifty, if you see, there is huge call writers at 41,500, and that could be also a kind of a resistance. So let us see if these these option writers they keep changing the positions according to where the price goes. And, but what I can see is there is more possibility of upside than the downside. Now, right now, you see SGX is completely down. Dow Jones is almost 500 minus 500. But then, mm, as I said, I see a short covering. So let us see. I would suggest look at levels and trade. I have shared the levels, and please do take a uniform decision and trade. But since you hold both, I'm sure one of them should be on the profit, or both of them should give a profit. That's when you need to exit. So take care. Thank you so much for your time. Love you all. God bless you all. Okay, there is a query IOC and India hotels. IOC and India hotels. IOC. Okay, he's not mentioned short term or long term. IOC and India hotels. See, both these stocks, I think, primarily equities. When you look at, I always Indian hotel. I think it is Indian hotels, correct? And hotels or Indian hotels. See, this stock primarily, if I understand, is slightly slow moving stock. My earlier level buying levels were, I think, around 223, which I have mentioned here. And this is fairly moved up. Now, depending on what levels you have bought, you may have to think what I can see here. I think we should, our earlier buy sharing, I think, is at 223, what I can see here, 223. because of this pattern. Now, if I look the weekly, see on the short term perspective, if okay, um, overall, this is slightly bullish. Uh, so two things here. If it moves below 316, then it may retest levels of around 310 to 304 also, right? Because, however, if this can sustain about 330, 330, I think if it sustains, then we should see a new high coming here, maybe up to 370 also. In fact, overall, I'm bullish, short term and long term. Uh, if it retest somewhere at 290, you can look to buy, but below this, it may test up to 270, is what I also feel. Coming to IOC, I think this is more of a dividend yielding stock. You cannot expect big moves in this stock. And right now, it seems to be trading in this range here. I think you can add this. This may retrace back up to, this may retrace back up to 78 levels, and then give a strong move up to 82, and then if it sustains above this, we should be able to see 86 plus. Uh, Honestly speaking, both the stocks, you, I would not suggest them to give you profit. It should be like a SIP for a long-term perspective. Doesn't mean that I'm recommending these stocks, but since you're holding them, rather than getting confused switching to other stocks, you just look at a systematic way of investing and also booking profit whenever you feel comfortable as per your requirement. So LNT, I think I had already shared. If you see my previous YouTube videos, LNT, I have shared C couple of times. In fact, today I might have not given, but if you see here, 2140. In fact, I had also given 2120 also from the last 2 3 days. Uh, you have not mentioned whether it is for equity. I see a small retracement possibilities at the moment. Yeah, the stock uh, can move down further right now up to 2080 levels and then start moving upside. Okay. Again, as I said, equities never look at making profit if unless you're trading, on intraday. And this should be L&T is a stock which is a decent stock for a long-term perspective. We should see 2,300 levels maybe in some time. So you can also look at accumulating and then booking profit as and when you feel comfortable. Uh, so that's my view on the stocks. I'm a little different view on stocks. Stocks always are not meant to be profit making, but a kind of a asset, or as if you're holding a property in your hand. And this can always liquidate anytime you can liquidate, and it can beat inflation, provide you, of course, some better profits than your uh, FDs. All right. So it's a slightly different I have view on this. So I hope you have a good day tomorrow, and happy profiting. God bless you all. I hope there are no more other queries, and thank you so much.